Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bot Signal today. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole or they become a carbon copy of everybody else and they can't get traction online to save their lives. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. Today, we're going to start with you. So, we're going a little old school today. I'm going to talk a little bit about my company name, the story behind it, and also the logo. Now, it's just a little bit of history, a little bit of get to know you, and I thought it would be interesting. It's something that I just never think about, only when I'm like looking at logo stuff or whatever. But there is something behind this company name. Um, of course, you probably guessed by now, but at one point, did a lot of karate. Of course, and I really loved it. Gosh, I did not have time to continue, so I just did not. But really loved karate. Really loved what it did for my state of mind, my discipline. Sometimes, certainly discipline for with exercise, which I don't get out much. So it did a lot for me, but I think that the best thing that I learned with from karate didn't really have a lot to do. Cat, good morning. What are you doing? I love you. That's what I know about my friend Cat. So behind my name, again, you got to get back on track. I need to talk to you, Kat. Um, Back on track. So, behind Black Belt Bots, what's the meaning of the name? Why did I name my company Black Belt Bots? So, I've always been kind of a martial arts fan, and at one point, I was in martial arts. I think that the best thing that martial arts did for me was to give me some different perspective on life, on how to get through tough situations. And it taught me, best of all, I think, the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement. Now, that's kind of a term that you'll hear sometimes in, like if you're watching combat shows or things like that. My wife loves that stuff. We watch a war movie. I don't know, once a week. I don't know. She loves them. But the rules of engagement, if they do this, then it's okay to do this. If this happens, then this happens. So a lot of if then, which really helped structure kind of my thinking around engaging people, not in battle, obviously, but engaging people online, engaging people in a conversation, helping get involved with another human being, get to know them, get to know what they value, and decide, where that relationship needs to go. Hello, Clara. Good to see you. And so karate taught me the rules of engagement. When I was a tech coach, I had something called the Tech Dojo was my Facebook group. And because, again, martial arts taught me so much, I wanted to pass that stuff along to people. And everybody wants to be, everybody wants to be a part of something. So in my tech dojo, I called people grasshopper, and people could get belts for certain participation levels and things like that. When I decided to go away from coaching people with technology, because it was a lot of fun, but specializing seemed to be a lot better of an idea, and it was, says the narrator. It was a really good idea. Specialization. I kind of walked away from the tech dojo because it wasn't the business that I was doing anymore. It was chatbots. But I named my company Black Belt Bots. Well, because I had a client said, what about black belt bots? I'm like, okay, that sounds good. I immediately Googled to see whether anybody had the domain name, and they did not. So boom, it's mine. And that's kind of the story. That's the origination of why, everything is kind of bot themed and ninja themed and dojo themed in my world, because I learned so much. About rules of engagement. And I also learned a whole lot about my second great big lesson from the martial arts was I learned a lot about practice. I learned a lot about developing a practice. And what I mean by that was developing great habits around learning more. Because I've always been a learner, everybody. Behind this green screen are 3 degrees. That's right, baby, 3. And I love to learn, but developing disciplined habits around that was difficult for me. Developing disciplined habits around anything is difficult for me. Listen, I wear a cape to work, okay? I'm a person who just does. I just love being creative and doing crazy things and making some awesome things happen. But without discipline, without a practice, that doesn't matter much, because you might be able to light a big bonfire that you can see from space, but only every once in a while. It's consistency that breeds results, and those results are what my clients pay me for. So that's the reason why black belt bots. Now, why the ninja? Why the ninja, everyone? The ninja because for me, I want to approach my communications. I want to approach differing situations with people like a ninja, I want to be able to adjust to situations like a ninja. Ninjas work on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas improvise, and ninjas roll with the punches and come out winning at the end of the situation. And when I was searching for a little mascot, I saw Spinning Dragon up there on a website, and the graphics were for sale. And I'm like, that's it. The little blue ninja in the pajamas, and the little zip up pajamas. That's who I gotta get. Then, and later I had the goggles and cape put on by the fabulous and talented Fifi Rose. Let me know if you need to hook up with a graphic person, because I've got the best. Anyway, the reason behind all of that, Spinning Dragon, the logo kind of really kind of got, it was really out of the whole martial arts stuff, and she was super cute. Those things are the cornerstones that I build my brand on. And branding is really important to all of us, right? I mean, you got to have the right colors, you got to have the right fonts, you got to have the right stuff. Hey, I understand. These are things that I ask my clients for whenever they sign up for me. Hey, here's the stuff that I need, that kind of stuff. It's all very important to us. But to me, it's really, really important to have branding with a little bit of heart in it. I got to have a little piece of me in there, because my brand is me. Now, I work with a lot of coaches, and their brand is them. You know what I'm saying? Their brand is their personality. And that's the easiest thing, because they all put their hearts into their work. I know it. I know it because I work with them and I see them all the time. We love to put our hearts into our work. Because really, then it's just getting a paycheck. And who wants to do that? Hey, if I wanted that, I'd get a job. You know what I'm saying? It's important to brand yourself, and it's important to brand your bot with a little bit of heart. My logo is also the avatar of my bot, which of course you probably picked up. Spinning Dragon. She's my digital assistant. She also sends emails for me. So she's not limited to a chatbot. She is my digital botomation assistant. And so she's everywhere now. And I love my brand. I absolutely love my brand. I love the people I work with. I love my clients. Even when there's, stuff going on or, a misunderstanding that's happening, it never lasts for long, let me tell you, because I work with the coolest people in the world. Also, I love my team. I love my team. They are my master ninjas. They are black belt bot builders because they can turn something out that's amazing in a very short amount of time usually, and help it work for people to build the kind of enterprise that they want to build. And here's another thing about my business. I never really talked about this stuff before on the air. This is kind of fun. Here's another thing with black belt bots. I want to have a certain amount of clients, but I don't want to have agencies all over the world and offices and 20,000 clients. And no. I want to be able to focus deeply on the people that hire me because I've made a commitment and I'm going to follow through with it. To me, that's the joy of coming to work every morning, is thinking of my client list and thinking about helping them achieve their goals and doing it with a little bit of panache. Panache. It's not the same as pistachio. Look it up. Anyway, thanks for coming to visit my little story time today. Here's a little summary of it. The summary of it is that when you put a little bit of yourself into your brand, when you put a little bit of personality into your bot, and that starts reading as a cohesive unit for people, then that's really very, very exciting. I have met people in the last year or so who have been like, oh my God, your branding is on point. Thank you. Thank you very much. The reason that it's so cohesive, the reason that it's on point is because it comes straight out of my heart. It really does. It really does. Learning discipline, learning that exchange, learning that practice every day has taught me how to balance out all of my crazy creative energy and really build something awesome with what I've got. And my clients and my team make it more, and my coach, they make it all more possible every single day. So that's what I've got today. Hey, I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to tell you a different story. Come on back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. I'm here every day. And I want to thank you for joining me today. I will see you all in a bot.